Buying a private jet is the easy part. That's the twist nobody tells you. You can walk in tomorrow, hand someone $50 million, and fly away in the most luxurious machine on earth. The problem is what happens next, because a private jet is a machine engineered from tip to tail to quietly drain your bank account whether you fly it or not. It cost a fortune to buy, a second fortune to keep, and here's the part that breaks people's brains. Most billionaires don't even own one. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why. Let's break down the economics of owning a private jet. So you want to fly private. First, the dream. Skip the crowds, skip security, walk across the tarmac, climb the stairs, and take off on your schedule, not the airlines. It is genuinely the single greatest luxury money can buy. Now the bill. Private jets come in tiers, and the range is almost comical. At the bottom is the very light jet, a small, nimble aircraft that starts around $3 million. Then come the mid-sized jets, the sweet spot for serious money, running 10 to 25 million. And at the very top sits the crown jewel, the ultra long-range heavy jet. A brand new Gulfstream GS650 or its rivals will cost you around $65 to $70 million, and the biggest VIP airliners can climb past $100 million for one plane. That flies one family. But here's the first trap, and it's a big one. That purchase price? That's just the cover charge. That's the money that gets you in the door. The real cost, the cost that actually hurts, hasn't even started yet. Because a private jet is not like a car you buy once and drive. It's more like an extremely demanding, extremely expensive pet that happens to weigh 40 tons. From the second you own it, it starts eating money and it never, ever stops. Let's add up the annual bill, the money you pay every single year just to keep this thing alive, before you fly a single mile. First, the crew. You don't just need a pilot. You typically need two pilots, and for a bigger jet, dedicated cabin crew as well. Salaries for a full flight crew can run anywhere from $800,000 to over $1 million a year, and you pay them whether you fly or not. Then storage. This machine needs a home, a climate-controlled hangar so it doesn't sit in the rain. Hangar fees run from $30,000 to over $250,000 a year. Then insurance, another $10,000 to several hundred thousand a year. Then a management company to handle the paperwork, the scheduling, the compliance, another $60,000 to $400,000 a year. Add it all up, and here's the number that stops people cold. Just to own a private jet, to keep it sitting on the ground, doing absolutely nothing, costs somewhere between $500,000 and over $4 million every single year. A light jet runs $800,000 to $1.7 million a year. And the big ultra long-range jets? $4 to $8 million a year just to exist. And remember, we still haven't taken off yet. Now let's actually fly. The moment those engines start, a whole new meter starts running. This is where the fuel, the maintenance, and the fees kick in. A mid-sized jet burns around 200 gallons of fuel per hour. A heavy jet can burn 500 gallons or more every single hour. When you total up the true cost per hour of flying a big jet, everything included, you land somewhere around $8,000 to $11,000 per hour. In the air, let that sink in. Every hour you're in that beautiful cabin sipping champagne, you are burning roughly the price of a decent used car. A 5-hour flight to Europe? $50,000 gone in a single trip. And the jet doesn't care if there's one person on board or 12. The meter runs the same. So now you understand the machine. Monstrous to buy, brutal to keep, savage to fly. Which brings us to the single smartest question in all of private aviation, and the answer is the secret the whole industry is built on. Should you even own one at all? Here's the math that shocks people. Owning a jet only makes financial sense if you fly a lot, and by a lot, the industry means somewhere around 200 to 250 hours in the air every year. That's the break-even line. Fly more than that, ownership can be worth it. Fly less than that, and owning your own jet is financial madness. You'd be paying millions a year for a machine sitting in a hangar, depreciating 5 to 10% annually, quietly losing value while it waits for you. And this is the punchline. This is why so many of the ultra wealthy, people who could buy 10 jets in cash, choose not to own a single one. Because they've run the numbers. Instead, they charter, paying by the hour only when they fly. Or they buy a fraction of a jet, a 1/16th share, splitting the monstrous fixed costs with 15 other rich people. Or they get a jet card, prepaying for hours like a very expensive gift card. The smartest money in the world looked at jet ownership and said, no thank you. They get the exact same luxury, the same tarmac, the same champagne, without the 40-ton pet eating their fortune in the hangar. So who actually should own one? Really, only two kinds of people. The ones who fly so much, so constantly, that they cross that break-even line with ease. And the ones for whom it was never about the money in the first place, the people who buy a jet the way you or I buy a coffee, where the cost is simply irrelevant. For everyone in between, ownership is a beautiful, gleaming, catastrophic financial mistake. So let's answer the real question. Is owning a private jet worth it? For 99.9% of even wealthy people, the honest answer is no. The purchase price is the smallest part of the story. The real cost is the relentless, unforgiving river of money that flows out every year whether the wheels ever leave the ground or not. The jet is a trophy that bites the hand that feeds it. So if you still want to own a private jet, remember the one rule the entire industry runs on. The rich don't get rich by buying jets. They get rich by knowing exactly when not to. The plane in the hangar isn't a symbol of wealth. It's a test of whether you understand it. And the smartest people in the world quietly, happily fail that test on purpose